the myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the island. And the island is me. I am the rage, the destruction. I am Eternum. And Eternum is me.
Welcome to Good at Stuff. I am your host and sparkly fall-toned bean. I'm a little pumpkin spice latte today, everybody. Hello. That should have just happened. Welcome to the show. If you've been here every week, thank you so much. I'm so happy you're all here. I'm seeing you all in chat. Hello, hello. I'm so happy you're all here. We are in beautiful Seattle in our lovely crafting studio. And if you're just joining us, hello. I'm so happy you're here. Let me tell you a little bit about the show. So each week we have talented, amazing, wonderful, inspiring people, and we get to know them, we hear their stories, we learn what they're passionate about, and together we make a fun craft. It's a whole lot of fun. Let me tell you a little bit about what we did last week. So we had the incredible Nyla Rose in the studio, occasionally popping in with RJ City. We made hero lamps where basically our characters threw down for the Good at Stuff champion belt, and they live permanently up on this shelf now. Look at those sweet faces. Nyla Rose is amazing. And here they live in some suggestive and precarious positions. They're permanently, constantly angry hugging each other for the Good at Stuff title that dangles from our beautiful lamp. I love it. It's mine. It will live here forever. Now, I have the absolute pleasure to tell you that we have a very special guest in studio today. And we are going to be able to, it's like, okay, so we have legendary actor, creature performer, artist, beautiful human being. Doug Jones is in the studio today. We're gonna hear all of these lovely stories and craft some Pale Man inspired gloves for those who have seen Pan's Labyrinth, a lovely favorite. And in just a few minutes, I get to talk to my multiverse soulmate, Sam DeLev, talking all things friendship, science, and TTRPGs. And throughout our show, we like to sprinkle in some giveaways. We've been throwing in Gina's good stuff and giving away some of my favorite crafting items and materials and tools. And we've got a huge giveaway happening, a humongous art bundle that is going to be announced on our season finale, which is next week, everybody. Season finale, don't forget. So if you want to find out how you can enter to win, I'm going to tell you right now. All you have to do is use that hashtag #IGotGood, and you can enter to win our huge giveaway. The two ways that you can enter, there are two, everybody. Okay, so use that hashtag. The first way is to post a craft. Post something you've been working on. Post something, it could be a piece of art, it could be something that you've been practicing, getting good at, something you want to celebrate, some small or big wins. And number two is post a craft that we have done here on the show, okay? So you can enter once per kind of post, and you can enter 2 maximum. And we are gonna be giving away a huge art cabinet. Okay, here it is. This is what it's gonna look like. So it is a rad armoire crafting cabinet that can fold down into a workspace so that you can have a private, creative spot to put all of your stuff and hide away all of your crafting items and materials so that you have a special place to be creative in your home. And not only that, we're gonna fill it with a bunch of art. So here's just some examples, but I'm gonna be curating all of the items and tools and crafting materials I think that every artist should have, any crafter, hobbyist, or expert, it doesn't matter. I want you to have as much art as your beautiful hearts deserve. So that's what we're gonna be giving away on our finale, which is next week, so start getting in your submissions, because next week, August 30th, is when we're gonna announce our winner. So yay, start doing that. And now, let me tell you a little bit about our inspiration today, okay? And also, hi everybody, I love you. I see you all over in chat. I can't not say mwah, a beautiful hello. So, our inspiration today is transformation. Ooh. Obviously, every week, we like to do a little bit of a theme, and we have Doug Jones in the studio. So the theme sort of presented itself very accurately. But also, art is a very transformative medium. It starts as one thing, obviously it becomes something else, and along the way it can take so many shapes and transform and become a life of its own, because it usually starts one way in my head and comes out very differently than how I originally thought. And I think there are so many ways that transformation can be applied. I love self-reflection and self-growth and staying curious about the world around me. So I want to pose a question to all of you out there. Hello, Noir. Hi, everybody. I love transformations. Great, me too. We love a dramatic transformation. So my question to all of you is, how do you like to transform yourself? Do you like to do it through therapy? A great way to transform and self-reflect. So if you want, this is gonna be a poll, everybody. So start getting your little fingies ready. So if you like to transform yourself through therapy, spam A in chat. If you like to stay curious about the world and continue to learn, spam B for learning. Do you do it through art? Do you like to express yourself through a medium that you're passionate about, whether it be singing, creative, physical art? Spam C for art. And if you like to do it through self-expression, through your clothes or makeup or hair or the way that you present to the world, we're gonna do D for cosplay. So those are your options. A, therapy, B, learning, C, art, D, cosplay. I'm a bit of a all of the above kind of gal myself, but I have some favorites. I don't know if you know, but it's art. So that's my vote, everybody. I'm a C kind of gal. Yeah, let's see. We've got. Learning is winning by a landslide. You got 6 seconds left, everybody. Oh, how's it gonna shake out? And I'm calling it at learning. I love it. Staying curious about the world. That's pretty on brand for the show. We like to stay curious and constantly be continuing to love the world around us and find all the little things that bring us joy and bring us happiness and all that jazz. Now, speaking of all the things that bring us happiness, it is my absolute pleasure to finally introduce you to our first guest, who is an incredibly talented TTRPG player, which is tabletop role-playing. They are a variety streamer, they're a science wizard, they're all around one of the most intelligent, kind, and lovely people I've ever met. Please welcome Sam DeLev to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I'm so happy to see you. Hi.
Me too, hello! I love you so much. Okay, so
I love you too.
I know you quite well, but for those at home who may not, tell us a little bit about yourself, Sam.
Yes, hi, I'm Sam DeLev. I am a role-playing performer and variety streamer. I am a science communicator on Twitch, and I have my whole previous life as an opera singer, competitive swimmer, and a contemporary dancer behind me. I sleep, I promise.
I don't believe you. So, speaking of that, our episode today is transformation, and you have lived a lot of lives with a lot of skills. You are so skilled at many things. I've seen you grow as an artist, with digital drawing. You dance. All the things you just mentioned. You're incredible. Can you talk a little bit about how you navigated being incredibly skilled at something, very trained at something for so long, and then later completely changing course and starting fresh with a brand new thing that has become a huge part of your life?
Well, as far as tremendous skill goes, it certainly takes one to know one.
Thank you.
Gina DeVito. Why, yes. But yeah, I don't think anyone, certainly in our age cohort, was ever, I am going to do streaming TTRPGs when I grow up, because there are like 3 different reasons that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And so there was no life path that would have ever prepared me for the thing I now put a lot of focus into in my life. I came up as a performer, and the path of least resistance through school and all of that, the most effective way for me to funnel that was into classical music and classically inflected dance. Those are the things that I had a background in. Those are very rehearsed, they're very formalized, they have long traditions. They're pretty much the opposite in every way of controlled chaos. The best definition I have for the experience of tabletop role-playing games.
I love that you say controlled. Now,
steering, it's important.
Absolutely. That's what a DM is for. Nah. By the way, hi, Eric. Now, we met playing a TTRPG game. We walked into, we used to work at a company called Geek and Sundry together, and we performed on the Doctor Who RPG show, which was lovely. I walked into your life and I never looked back. And we've got some pictures of us on, this is a photo from Shield of Tomorrow, the Star Trek game we did together.
Look at that beautiful engineer.
I know, look at you. Oh, look at, we're such babies. Now, I want to know, what has it been like discovering what is now a job, but started as something for fun, and and realizing how much lore and literature that came along with the kind of storytelling that you do, this live improvised long form storytelling, and then realizing that there was so much books, and was that a joy to discover, or was it sort of daunting to sort of deep dive into hundreds of worlds with its own life?
At first, I think it was a little daunting, as trying most new things are, especially when they're very different than whatever things you have before. There are absolutely some skills I call on as a performer every day, but like we said, it's so different than the very, very proper world of opera, for instance. But at the same time, that was what made Taturpagas so lovable to me, that there was so much depth, that just like hundreds of years of classical musical tradition, all of these books and all of the skills that can go and make the difference between a chill fun table experience and a powerful, improvised, collaborative narrative create so much opportunity for depth and exploration and skill expression. The thing I love about what I have begun to get good at is that it's so hard to reach a peak. There's always more you can do. You can always listen better. You can always have more creative ideas. You can always do worse ideas.
Always do the worst idea. Oh, I love that. You, like, the way your brain views creativity and fostering knowledge, learning was our poll winner. You have such a beautiful grasp and view on learning. And I think that's why you so naturally gravitate to all of these really beautiful art, performance, and voice and movement. We've got some images of your dance. We'd love to see some of those and hear what was it like. How do you think your dance path has informed the way that you are able to perform now?
It has almost obliquely, in a way, because absolutely, again, there are artistic crossovers, just like my dramatics training in opera inflects my role-playing training now. Yes, there's absolutely movement carryover.
Hello, is that a Furiosa I hear? We got some pupper history.
Beloved pupducers with their beloved opinions. But there's also the much more indirect thing of how I came to be a contemporary dancer, which was mostly after I started to use a wheelchair, and the practice of learning to adapt dance that I had had training in when I was younger, but that I really got to a much higher level with as a semi-professional later as a wheeler, taught me, I think, the other really valuable lesson for becoming good at stuff that I carry with me, which is to be exploratory and to find things to love about what you do, and also to be gentle with yourself, particularly when we transform the thing that we do. We come in with an adult mind, a critical mind, and an inner editor can eat away and prevent us from ever starting to do new things. And in dance, in a way that I absolutely hadn't before, I had to start from a, if not totally blank canvas, at least well brushed over. And learning to do that properly prepared me to learn how to learn new things, and to be gentle enough that I could put in enough time that I actually could become good, because so often we start learning new things and the first 6 hours in, it's not perfect. It's not what we know, what we see that it could be. And we don't give ourselves another chance. That actually relearning how to dance and working that up to a high level taught me how to do that with skills by being gentle with myself, which is not something I think we are not taught to be gentle with ourselves.
No. And I've seen the way that you build characters. We did a show together called Callisto 6. And we had, look at those beautiful faces. We did a show called Callisto 6, and we had several character creation sessions with the full cast where we all sat in rooms, and Sam was the go-to knowledge point of this beautifully dense book of lore and life. And you approach your character creation with that gentle eye, with that touch. You don't judge your characters. You understand their what people would say flaws. You make them whole. And can you explain a little bit of the process of creating these other worlds that you get to inhabit and perform, and why it's so important that they do have things to overcome?
Oh, goodness. I think when I first started tabletop role-playing games, I conceptualized them a little bit more like board games that you win. Because it takes a while before you realize there's no winning at story.
No.
You can't win story, and that to me is the ultimate goal of playing in a collaborative storytelling game, that there would be no arc, there would be no story if we went from strength to strength to strength as characters. And each of these characters have traits. I don't even think of them as flaws, because at one point that trait probably served them. They did something for them, and at this point perhaps it was maladaptive, but they had that trait for a reason. Just like we do as people. And we have the opportunity to shepherd that version of a person with some little shard of them that is reflected in ourself toward leveraging that trait in a new way, or learning to let it go. And in so doing, we also get to learn how to do that for ourselves. I'm gentle with my characters because I try to be gentle with myself, and I have in that a very good example, Gina DeFifa.
Danko. Now, speaking of Callisto 6 and Monty Cook Games, the publisher, you collaborated, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway at the end of our show. So don't go anywhere. That's going to happen a little bit later. Now, before you go, you're also an incredible science brain. You have the wonderful show, May Contain Science. Tell me a little bit about that journey of discovering all of the discoveries of the universe. Were you always a science lover, or did that come later with some of your shows?
Oh goodness, I've loved science since forever. I come from a science family. My summer jobs were done in science. My first middle school science fair I submitted to in 3rd grade, and they didn't let me in. But then in middle school, I got to submit to the science fair, and it was the best, and I got to use the autoclave and everything, and I might just have always loved science, even though I am a performer. I'm not a scientist by profession, but just because you don't do science professionally, a thing you do day to day, doesn't mean you can't love it, doesn't mean you can't be enthusiastic about it, doesn't mean you can't be involved in it. So when you and I were doing Shield of Tomorrow,
yes,
I was lucky enough to host its after show.
Yeah, you did.
my producers were indulgent enough to allow me to pitch and produce my own little segment, Local News from Our Universe, and it was space science. So when I started my Twitch channel a couple years ago, I broadened that out into what today has more than 100 episodes of recently published scientific findings, why they're cool, and what comes next in those fields, and studying those science. We get reoccurring characters. Shout out to Mouse Ear Cress. It grows on the moon and moon dirt. It's the best. We get to learn all of these little pieces of knowledge and why they're lovable, and I get to look at the breadth of science being discovered every single week and pick whatever makes me go, hang on, wait, what?
Incredible. I, again, love your curiosity. I love how happy you are to keep learning, and how much you love everything in this world. That you, you're just so lovely. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please tell everyone where they can keep supporting and loving and following you and showering you with compliments, because you definitely take compliments so well, Sam DeLev.
You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaiKovsky, as well as on Instagram and on Twitch at Delevely, Delevely. May Contain Science is the first part of my Just Chatting stream every Tuesday at 8 a.m. PDT, and I have Dino Day Saturday on Saturdays at 9 a.m. PDT. That's where you can catch me twitching, as well as all sorts of games. Those are announced all over the place. You can get my schedule on my Twitter, and if I'm very lucky, you'll see a Gina DeVivo with me too.
Heck yeah, you will. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. What a dream. That was Sam DeLev. Please go follow them. Show them so much love. I'm serious. They handle compliments well. They definitely won't break at all. Now, obviously, we were talking a bunch about tabletop role-playing games, or as Sam is coining, terpagers, which I am now absolutely bringing into my vocabulary. Terpager. I am a professional terpager. Now, I want to know, I know so many of you out there play TTRPGs, watch TTRPGs, love role-playing, or maybe are curious about it, or have never heard of it, and this is your first time. But either way, I would love to know what your favorite part of playing live storytelling is. Do you like to A, build the character? Do you like to B, go on quests? Like, you know, the meat, the story, the good stuff? Do you C, like the treasure, all of the stuff that comes with the feeling, the rewards, the cool items that you and your DM have come up with? Or D, do you like slaying those monsters? Do you like the fill of being the hero, of sort of having that triumph moment or that beat when you are gripped with fear at a table because your roll didn't go quite as you thought? I want to know. So let's see. A, character build. B, quests. C, treasure. D, monsters. I want to know where your vibe is. I would say mine definitely in quests. The story is where it's at. I sometimes don't character build too in depth, just in case they come to life as I'm playing them. And I think I'm not alone. I think quest is officially won. Where is the quote being a goofball option? I love that. I think that falls under quests. I think that's the meat. That's the meat and the bones of it. Now, speaking of the meat and the bones of it, I'm going to show you our materials list for today, our ingredients, as it were. We're going to throw a QR code up, and this is everything that you're going to need to craft along with us at home. If you want to scan that QR code, now obviously you can source these materials wherever you like, but we like to make a handy-dandy QR code just so you can very quickly go to a curated list, pop all those things in a shopping cart on Amazon, and check out and be ready to craft along with us. And we are going to be making, as I said, very much inspired by the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. Ooh, that was almost a perfect match cut. Oh, ha! Not bad, not bad. I nailed it. First try. That's great. Perfect. I'm pretty proud of that. Gina's like playing chaos creatures and has a serious love for goblins and gremlins. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've got the segment on the show called Gina's Good Stuff. And that is where we sprinkle in giveaways throughout our build so that you can get some of my crafting materials that I love and use in my studio. This is not a paid advertisement. This is really just a way for us to share art, share creativity, and bring some of my favorite tools to all of you so that everyone has access to all of these things, because art and creativity should be accessible. You can use anything. Cardboard is one of my favorite materials, everybody. So all you have to do is stay tuned and just listen for when I shout good stuff, and we're gonna do a chat command. Now, please don't go anywhere. We have a short break. It's only like 2 minutes. And then we're gonna be back with the legendary Doug Jones.
Kuno, this is it. You've got it.
Say hi to the people, Carl.
Today we're playing solitaire. Mission something crazy.
This is the place to be.
Chat is going absolutely well.
Bro, I'm hyped.
Let's go. No.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Governor's letting you out because of the coronavirus.
What the hell's a coronavirus?
We can stay at my mom's place for a couple of nights.
You're living under my roof. You'll have to join my crew. I took the liberty of writing up a list of douchebags in the area.
Do you think she's crazy?
You don't spend 26 years in prison without learning a few things.
We've become almost like a family.
Not bad.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
Hello, thank you so much for sticking around. If you're just joining us, hello, you're watching Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo, and I now have the absolute pleasure of introducing you to famed creature performer, actor, all-around incredibly kind, sweet, lovely human being, Doug Jones.
Thank you for having me, Gina. Oh, listen to that. Listen to the crowd's going wild. They're going crazy out there.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nick.
That's an introduction I cannot live up to, but thank you so much, my dear.
Of course. Now, we met
Yeah.
a very long time ago.
Yeah.
In 2014.
Yeah.
In the yesteryears of old. 2014, I think so.
All right, and then you mentioned that you were with Geek and Sundry back then. Is that right?
was,
So
yes.
it must have. I was doing an interview with Geek and Sundry at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And we have a picture. I fangirled very hard. That is the happiest I've ever felt. And and you were so very, very kind. I was mentioning to you a little bit earlier that there's no shortage of stories and anecdotes of people meeting you and how gracious and kind and very lovely and intimate you are.
Oh, goodness.
On sets, with crew, with fans at conventions, and It's an absolute honor having you.
Well, I have an hour to ruin that reputation now, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Good,
Yes,
good,
you
good.
do. Now, we're going to get into all the things we got going on here. So, if you want to craft at home along with us, we've got some gloves. We're going to be doing the full shebang. We're throwing that QR code back up on the screen. All you're going to need is some embroidery floss. We got a nice little kit here. We got some knit gloves, you know, stay nice and cozy. We got some felt sheets and a nice little embroidery hoop. And that's all you need for today's craft. We've also got some scissors and hot glue guns, my favorite. But, you know, everyone should have some of that in their, you know, their home.
Their arsenal.
Their arsenal, that's the word for it. Which brings us to the safety dance. All right, we're working with needles. Don't poke yourself. Be very cautious. They're sharp, they're small, they get lost. I've discovered many sharp pins and needles in my home and in blankets at home before. Be very careful with them. Also, hot glue. Don't put them in your face, don't put them on your fingers, don't put them on your friends. It's hot and it's bad. Sharp things, hot things. Be very careful. Also scissors. You know the deal. Don't run with them. Or, you know, whatever. Do the things. Be safe, everybody. Now, Doug, please, would you punch that E for me and make it a safety dong?
I'd be happy to. How'd we do?
Nailed it!
Yes!
Nailed it! What did you all see that? Oh, we nailed it. You nailed it. I'm so proud. I'm so
Thank you,
proud of
Abby.
you.
Thank you.
All right, now speaking of, we've been praising these glue guns.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna give them away. It's our first good stuff, everybody. Gina's good stuff. So if you wanna win your very own glue gun, we love glue guns here. I love glue guns so much. They are my favorite. I am the glue gun slinger. I want merchandise. I mean it. Let's make some merchandise. But if you wanna win your very own glue gun, they're the must-have for any crafter. All you're gonna do is use that exclamation point, good stuff, and you can win your very own. So you have to be 18 years or older and living in the US to be eligible, and winners will be whispered to by Crown by the end of the show. So yay for that. Now, it is time. We finally get to make these.
Let's
things.
make things.
So for those that maybe don't know, we are very much inspired today by one of your most iconic characters.
Oh, thank you for
Visually, it is nightmares and dreams and the stuff of artistic legend.
Aww.
We have the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
And we'll give you a little bit of a refresher if you do not know what I'm talking about.
Here he comes. Yeah. The sound effects of the eyeballs going in were like moist.
So moist and gooey.
Gooey, yeah. Which we won't be doing today, right?
No, we are not. We are doing something a little bit on the kid-friendly side, a little bit sweeter, a little bit more fall-appropriate.
Yeah.
Some fun Halloween, but like sweet Halloween.
Family friendly.
Family friendly.
That's right.
We're keeping this a family show. I say it every time. This is a family show.
Okay, you kids, you.
Gamer Blue Egg says Pan's Labyrinth made me cry. Absolutely legendary. It really is. It is absolutely divine. We're going to be talking about it a little bit, but first, let me set you up with what we're going to do.
Yes.
So, right at the start, we need to make some eyeballs.
Yeah, we do.
Now, the Pale Man has very spooky red, squishy eyeballs. But I want to ask everybody out there, what color eyeballs should I do? Because that's the first thing. We're going to start cutting out some eyeballs. Here, I'll grab us, first things first, we need the whites of our eyes. I'm going to cut this in half for us. Tell me right now in chat, what color eyes? Throw some out. And we'll probably make a poll and we'll decide what eyes. You guys get to contribute. Ooh, maybe we do 1 and 1. I don't know.
Different colors?
Yeah.
Right, sure. Oh, you mean different colors on each?
Yeah, maybe different colors on each.
Right.
Because you have all the freedom in the world. You can make them whatever color you want. But here on the show, we like to make sure that everyone at home gives... Oh, we got purples, we got yellows, we got rainbows, we got blues, we got greens.
We got, wow.
All right, a lot of yellow. Okay, purple.
Purple's repeating itself. Yeah.
Purple's a lot. Okay, so let's start adding blue. We've got a lot for green. I like the purple. Ooh, lilac. We got some purple. Heterochromia. Love it. So heterochromia is what we were talking about, which is when you have two different color eyes.
Oh, okay.
And we got yellow. Let's do yellow. Okay, so purple, blue, yellow, and green. Let's stick with those. Oh, purples. I think I know what might happen.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so everybody at home, if you would like to Pale Man Bowie eyes.
Yes. He was
Bowie also had heterochromia.
He did. Yeah.
Okay, well, how about this? Right as the poll's going up. So, A for purple, B for blue, C for yellow, D for green, and I'll give it to you. If you at home can make it an even split successfully, I might do heterochromia.
There you go.
That's the rule. So right now, that's what you got to do.
Right.
Purple, A, blue, B, C, yellow, D, green. Mwah, good luck. You're off to the races.
Who's tallying this up? It's like, let's keep track of.
A computer.
Oh.
A sentient
technology.
Computer. I know. Also, the little man in my ear named Richard.
Oh. The computer named Richard. Yes.
Yes, the sentient Oracle AI.
Yeah.
Purple wins. All right, so we didn't go for the heterochromia. We just went with solid purple. I think people are too much for the love.
I felt purple happening, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And luckily, we have 4 purples, so we've got some options.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, maybe. Okay, can we do a spontaneous poll? Since we did purple, for sure, let me know, Richard, we're gonna do a quick spontaneous poll. We have 4 different purples. So I wanna know, should I do heterochromia with purples? So like one dark purple, one lilac, or do we keep it one shade of beautiful purple? That's the thing. Heterochromia or purple. That's the thing. So I think they should help decide.
I think sure.
Because I'm kind of inspired, and I think either way. Are we going Bowie Pale Man, or are we keeping this?
I'm going to do as I'm told. That's what I think.
Well, then I'm going to tell you what to do.
That's what I need.
What color eyeballs would you like?
Oh, so the purple was yours, right?
Purple was mine.
Well,
unless you also want purple.
No. I think I like this little aqua color is nice because it ties in my Pale Man, but it ties in me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right. Kinda, sorta. Right. And it also ties in my Saru character from Star Trek Discovery. He's got aqua colored eyes, so if we kind of do a mashup of the Pale Man and Saru and me. I like that.
I love that.
A mashup love.
I love the mashup
Okay, good.
Also, the poll is ready, everybody. I know you've been doing them. Oh, we got some Saru love, yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to throw that poll up now so you can decide. So, A, heterochromia, AC, or B, just strictly one shade of purple. Oh. Well, we've only got one thing so far. So Saru is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's start that out. We got some love for Saru. We got being inspired. Let's talk about Star Trek.
Well, okay. Well, what a great show that is. We're currently filming season 5 of Star Trek Discovery.
Incredible. Congratulations.
I know, right? Thank you. And so what a blessing it is to have a show that the people want to see for 5 seasons. So, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, first thing.
Yeah.
Let's take the whites of our eyes, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut out some almondy eyeball shapes in the size that you roughly think is a good, which is just, we're going to do, we've got these nice little embroidery hoops, and a size is like a 3-inch was roughly the size of a palm. So whatever stays sort of roughly right here is the almond shape that we're gonna be doing. Oh, we have a Sam DeLev pun in chat. Wait, his eyes will be cerulean blue.
No, I like it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And also, heterochromia won, everybody, so I'm gonna do 2 purples.
Oh, there you go.
I'm into it, I love it. Let's do this. So,
yes.
Would you like a pencil to sketch it out? Are you a visual?
I don't know. I mean, yours is going to look pretty.
I'll give you
scissors.
I'll do these.
Are we sharing the scissors? Are we?
No. I'm going to bust out.
No.
These
your
little
favorite
fun
ones.
things. I got to show these little scissors. Beep beep beep.
Yeah.
They're just little pincers. Beep 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 beep. They're my favorite.
Looks like a little pimple popper. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a pimple popper? Video?
Love it. Shut
We're
up.
gonna talk.
Okay,
I love
okay.
it too. There they are. I am also a pimple popper real lover. What is it about it? What do you think it is?
I think there's something so satisfying about it's trapped, it needs to get out. It's out!
Yes!
I don't know. I can't figure it.
It is so satisfying, which is so interesting, and probably it is quite a grotesque thing to watch.
Sure.
And yet some people might say that about some of the creatures you have
That I've played.
performed.
You think? Yeah, no, I've only scared myself twice on film when I watch myself. I mean, because I know how it's done. It's like, but when I watched The Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth, I was thoroughly creeped out at myself. And when I watched the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode I was in, the Hush episode where I played the lead gentleman. Also, so there's something about smiling while you're tearing hearts out that is really disturbing.
Yeah, without saying a single word.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
it is the smile. I think that
it was the smile, yeah, and the floating. We didn't walk. Yes. We floated 6 inches above the ground. So
now, how'd you do that? Did you practice for a while? Or?
Yeah, you're right. It took a couple classes. No, we were suspended from hip harnesses and hung from a track that slid along when you saw us full body. And up close, we were on a platform with wheels under it that some poor fella had to push around and like.
Just got wheeled around all day.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a cush gig, yeah. But we had to smile all day.
That's difficult.
It was like an ongoing wedding photo, you know. You know how you get that trembly-eyed thing. Are my almond shapes good, do you think? Am I good?
Oh, yes, you did it perfectly.
Oh, good. Without penciling it. Look at me.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yes. I think I made mine way too big. I'm going to trim mine down a little bit. Yeah. So you can start cutting out the irises.
The iris, and that would be the color.
Be the blue.
The aqua blue.
The cerulean blue.
Cerulean blue, right. And by the way, these comments going back and forth, this is a fun addition to a show. I wish we could say hi to everybody.
You can. Say hi.
But hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
It's lovely seeing your comments, and I've seen some screen names that I recognize from other parts of my life. So hello to all of you, Ty Yeager and Duke and Purple, and you know who you are out there. Okay.
Thank you so much for being here. Hi, welcome. So people may not know a little bit of that behind the scenes of how do you float and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And while performing as the Pale Man, I'm assuming you were completely.
It wasn't completely blind.
Not completely.
Because if you saw the Pale Man's face, he had these two big nostrils.
Yes, the nostrils. Oh, is that where your eyes are?
So I looked through that one and through that one. So it's kind of cross-eyed, looking downward through nostrils. So I had to kind of suss the room out like this and go, okay, now I know where I'm going, and back to it. So yeah. So it takes I've played a lot of blind characters like that before, where I'm looking through pinholes in the face, like Abe Sapien from the Hellboy movies was very much that way. I had big fish eyes, and I look through.
There's the nostrils you were looking through.
And there's the nostrils, you can see, yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. So he's not a pretty fella, but he was never meant to be. So that's the good news, right?
No, but he's got a glorious feast and.
Right. But he's not interested in the food on the
skin.
Yes.
Lots and lots of skin.
Lots of skin. I think he used to be a bigger fella, and he's been asleep for a while, and now he's awakened, having lost a lot of weight. I think that's where the extra baggage of skin comes from.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right?
Awoken for snack time.
Right.
I'm also a big fan.
Who wouldn't want to wake up for snack time?
You and I are big nappers.
Yeah, well, we discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
That napping.
We're discussing our love of naps.
If napping were a job, I would be applying for that. Okay.
Now, napping is obviously quite an easy thing that comes very naturally.
Yeah.
But I imagine that sitting in a makeup chair and sort of transforming is a very difficult thing to start doing.
Depending on your personality type is what I would say. Yeah, because there are people who go stir crazy if they aren't doing something. I am not that person.
Yeah.
I can stare at a wall and drool and think about my day and be completely content. I don't have to be doing something. So I sit still really easily. And in fact, recently, a few months ago, the Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild gave me a first-time Lifetime Achievement Award called the Chair Award that they gave out to an actor who spent a lot of time in their chairs. It was a really sweet, heartwarming thing.
Oh, that's
And in my acceptance speech, the first thing I said was, I feel kind of guilty accepting an award while I sat in a chair while you guys did all the work. You know, right? So,
yeah.
So that's the easiest part of my day is sitting in a makeup chair while everyone else works around me. And then I have to wear it for 12 hours on film.
12-hour days.
Yeah. And then and perform in it and find my character and do all the actor schmactor stuff that I'm supposed to do. So that's the hard part for me. How am I doing so far?
You're doing amazing. You're already ahead of me.
Okay.
See, the fun thing about my thing. Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Your little peepers already.
Yeah.
So I'm perfecting mine because mine are also unique scissors.
Oh, that takes a minute.
So it just takes a little minute.
Do you want these? You have to saw, don't you?
I gotta saw. Yeah, actually, I would.
Take them. Because I also need a pupil, don't I?
You do.
And do we have black here somewhere?
We do. It's buried amongst the colors.
There it is. Ah. Yes. Got it.
So you have worked with Guillermo del Toro many times.
Over 25 years, we've done 6 movies and his TV series, The Strain, together too.
Incredible.
So yeah, I've been, he's been so good to me. What a blessing in my life. Yeah.
You have played at least 2 that I know of. Two water boys.
Yeah, I've been a fish man
2
twice.
amphibian men.
Yeah, I've also been a kangaroo man twice in my life. Yeah, Warriors of Virtue and Tank Girl.
Yes.
Right. So what other actor do you know that can say, yeah, I played a kangaroo twice and a fish man twice?
And a fish man twice.
I don't know. I didn't see that coming when I started as an actor. Yeah.
I mean, what a dream, though.
I'll grab these and see how these work. You were so excited about
these. You gotta try them out.
I'm gonna try them out. Yeah.
Okay, I finally got mine.
Yeah?
They're there. They're in there. There they are. And well, yeah, here we go. Well, we're cutting out our
So you've got such a steady hand. I like your smooth cuts. I'm like, kind of.
It's the part that's very calming for me. So we're going to show a clip of The Shape of Water. Here's one of my
fish boys.
Amphibian men.
Yes.
Let's see him. Incredible.
As we were discussing,
that 19-pack.
More than a 6-pack, that's for sure, right?
It's so fishy.
That was the party pack.
Party pack.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Oh, now I had what a treat that was. Now you were mentioning Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
That was he won Best Director for that at the Oscars, and the movie won Best Picture, which is the first. It is rare for a movie with a monster on the cover to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
Yes.
The voting academy has not always been keen on monster movies. So that was really it was done with such artistry, such romance, such.
It really is
such
so
empowerment
romantic.
for the forgotten. It was lovely storytelling, and you were talking about storytelling earlier.
Yes, we're big lovers of storytelling.
Absolutely, and Del Toro is the storyteller unlike anyone I've ever known or worked with in my life. I love him dearly. Proud to be in anything he's done. So The Shape of Water touched under the romantic of me too. I'm a hopeless romantic, and so being able to work with the likes of Sally Hawkins, playing Eliza, and having that that unspoken dialogue between us. Yes. We didn't have any verbal dialogue. She was a mute woman. I was a fish man from the wild, and neither one of us spoke out loud. But we had tons of visual dialogue, and so to play that on film was just a glorious treat.
Yeah, you had training as a mime and a contortionist. And
I was never trained as a contortionist.
No?
But it's something it's on my resume. Yeah, as a contortionist. Yeah.
You can achieve it.
Well, yeah, like legs behind the head. I don't know if I can do it right now, but
I mean, I think that's trained.
Close. Yeah.
You can do it. I can't do that. I'd have to train for that. Obviously that skill set has aided your performance in these sort of rubber suits and all.
Right, a mime background does help you realize that from head to toe, everything works, everything communicates. But even right now, as we're talking, we're using facial expression, hand gestures, a tilt of the head. It all speaks something. Yeah. So when you're playing a monster that doesn't have verbal dialogue, all those other communication forms do come into play. Yeah.
What did rehearsal for a movie where the 2 main characters aren't speaking.
Right.
Is there?
Do you know?
Is it heavily beaded or?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The best thing that it was a heart-to-heart communication. What I found out is that touch communicates so incredibly much. Yeah. You can't lie when you're touching someone. Your touch is very telling about how comfortable you are in someone's presence, I think. Yeah. So Sally Hawkins and I had about 3 weeks of dance rehearsal ahead of the filming, because there was that dance number in The Shape of Water. And so getting 3 weeks of dance rehearsal where we were together all day, dancing, trusting each other with dips and lifts and things like that, and laughing and crying about our day. And we were both nervous about the movie because we knew how much it meant to Guillermo del Toro, and we knew what was at stake, and it was an artistic piece that, you know, and so we bonded. And we took that relationship that we'd formed in rehearsal onto film with us, and I think it worked.
I'd say so. It won Best Picture.
Well, you know, so that's good, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay,
I'd say that's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
The romance of Fishman or Why French Movies End with Finn.
Oh, I like that. Thanks, KB Tibbs.
That's so sweet, KB Tibbs.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting my pupils. I got one down. Here's one of my purple. You're
but yours are shaped so beautifully. You got the rounded edges that I'm kind of like, not so much. But
well, the thing is it's all gonna get sewed down. So
it doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Okay.
And it's all for good things.
And I'm gonna. Do I need a white speck for that, for the reflective?
No, we're gonna be sewing that.
Oh, we're gonna sew that.
That's that part. That's how we're all gonna attach it.
Oh, okay.
So we're obviously talking a lot about all of these beautiful, these beautiful movies that the very incredible visionary that Guillermo del Toro has made. But we want to throw it to chat a little bit. What are some of your favorite Doug Jones performances? What are some of the good movies that you love? Okay, so obviously we're just going to get some classics here because there's too many to choose from. So we've got A, Pan's Labyrinth. B, Hocus Pocus, everybody. We got to celebrate Billy Butcherson. Yeah. C, Shape of Water. We've been talking about it. Romance, it's beautiful. It's absolutely heartbreaking in the best possible way. Or D, the other lovely amphibian boy, Abe Sapien from Hellboy. So throw them up. What are your favorites? Pan's Labyrinth, A, B, Hocus Pocus, C, Shape of Water, or D, Hellboy.
Okay, this will be. I'm curious because they're all winners in their own way.
They really are.
They're very different from each other.
I guess maybe it's more. What was your first introduction, or because they're all literally classics, staples. Yeah. In Love with Saru. Oh, we're getting that's lovely. A lot of BBBs.
Yeah.
All right, you got 4 seconds left. Put them in.
Come on now, come on, get it in there,
What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, that's a close one.
And
it looks. Hellboy won by just a hair.
Oh, did it by a hair? And what was number 2?
Number 2 is Hocus Pocus.
Yes, okay.
Yes! And speaking of...
Well, we have to mention Hocus Pocus 2 coming to Disney Plus on September 30th. Yes, and I am in it.
Billy Butcherson is back from the dead.
A certain goofy zombie is back for more love. There he is.
There he is.
Isn't he pretty?
Saying hello from his goodbye.
I wake up out of the grave 29 years later since the first movie, and I wake up looking exactly the same as I did when I fell back into that grave.
Yes.
It was fascinating to see. Well, when you're wearing a layer of rubber zombie skin, you don't age much.
No, because you're already.
I was already old.
As far as you can get.
I was 300 years old. Yeah, exactly. So.
Your corpse age.
Right.
A. We're gonna make some lids for these bad boys because we're gonna need to blink.
Right.
But while we're doing that, please tell me what it was like. A, revisiting a set from, as we said, 29 years ago.
Yeah.
Putting on all that makeup again, being on those sets, being around those iconic Sanderson sisters.
Yes, my gosh.
Catherine Najimy, Bette Midler, and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Icons. Let's discuss how it was. And I'm gonna pick an eyelid color. I'm gonna go with green because purple.
Oh, right. What's gonna look nice with my eyelids? Maybe I'll go with even a darker blue, do you think?
Yes.
Is that too black? Close to the black?
Oh, it might be a little close.
Ooh,
We definitely want a pop color.
What if I go with like haven't slept all night red?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, a little homage.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I love it.
And then how? Oh, I gotta see how we're gonna make these lids.
Oh, just one second. I'm actually, it wasn't heterochromia enough for me. I'm adding a more contrasty purple.
You do.
I want to honor. Here's a little, we're gonna, if you want,
is it all
basically, we're gonna make little banana shapes, pointed bananas.
It's not all one piece then.
It's not all one piece.
Upper and lower.
You're just gonna cut a little banana shape.
The banana shape for the upper lid and lower lid, right?
Yeah, Richard, can I show my example so I can give a visual representation of what I'm talking about? Okay, great. So everybody, this is the little test that I did at home. I do these so that I can have a visual representation so that I know a better way that I can communicate the steps and how to teach for our guests and for you at home. So this was our little tester. So right now we're cutting out these little banana shapes. They're just little lids. It's super cute. And they're gonna be right there on our palm and just right up here. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, we got some love for your outfits. I love Doug's outfits. Super dapper.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh, today? Really? This outfit? Well, I can explain all this.
It could be just also in general.
Oh, well, I've taken to wearing ties and vests and waistcoats and things, you know, in my later years here.
Which you customize a little bit. You have some sewing experience.
Well, I wouldn't call it experience as much as just like, you know, I like thrift shopping. I like thrift stores.
Thrift find right here on me right now. Thrift find on you
This
right
red sweater
now.
started as a thrift find, and it's been added to, as you can see, with more story about that coming. But anytime you've seen me like if you've seen red carpet photos of me in some kind of a funky suit with funny neckwear or whatever, I've often altered that myself or augmented it myself with accents and accessorized and all that kind of thing. So that didn't really, oh shoot, that didn't work right.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's why we have so much.
Yeah, that's why we have way more felt to work with. Yeah, so I've taken to needle and thread just out of necessity. It's not really good. You don't want to look at my stitches up close.
Oh, but I do.
You would.
I love that. That's the best part.
Yeah.
So a good trick that I like to do, if you're struggling with the sort of shape and how long, I like to set the thing I'm working with that I'm going to kind of have to do. So I kind of set it so that I know the points in which, and here actually, we have a handy dandy white wax pencil so that you can mark.
That would be so much smarter.
Points and connect them.
Yeah, I love it.
There we go. Here you go.
Thank you for that.
So here we go. So all we did was just I added two. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, Michael. I added just two little white points so that I know where and how long it is. Also, hello, Xanderific. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, 32 of you. Welcome. You're just joining us. This show's called Good at Stuff. I'm here with the incredible Doug Jones. We're making Pale Man inspired gloves. So we're just doing a lot of stuff with eyeballs.
Aren't we though?
Yes. So I'm so happy that you were able to sew a little bit because it gave me the confidence to know that I could give you the challenge of this craft today.
Sure. Well, again, you don't want to look at my stitches up close because I kind of go for speed and will it hold for the night? Great.
That's all it is.
That's all anybody needs, right?
Now, you also have the incredible luxury of working on shows and movies with incredible practical sets that are set decked with the most incredible detail. And what we do in the shadows is one of those things that comes to mind when I think
delicious. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
We got a clip of it. Let's see.
Oh.
I want a night on the town.
A night on the town?
Really? I mean, won't that be a bit difficult with your,
You were saying?
No. I'm sure we can help you fit in.
Incredible. If you haven't seen the show, you have to. It's so funny.
I love that show. I love it is we laugh all day. And my Baron character was only supposed to be in the pilot episode, and we had so much fun. The show creators, Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, were saying like, hey, you know what? We're having too much fun with you. Can we keep you alive and you come back? So that's been happening again and again now. So I love it, love it, love it. I've had such a ball on that show.
What is it like working with comedians like that while having to maintain
your composure? Yeah. Oh, there's no composure.
Otherworldly being.
Oh, there's no composure to be had.
None?
No. Laughing all day at work, and they do encourage us to go off script. We do ask. The writers are brilliant, and I don't think that needs any enhancement. But when they give us this is the fun take. We get the chance to, enhance, do whatever comes to mind, anything you want. It's all fair game. And you find some really comedic gems in there when you let really funny improv actor type trained people, like the rest of the cast, all the series regulars are so funny. And so when you let them play, gems come out,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so many good. They're incredible. I love. Can we keep you alive? Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes. As the Baron on the show. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I don't want to do spoiler alert anybody, but the most recent episode I did in season 4, which is airing now, was the Baron went through another transformation, and I got the rest of my body back. And I got a youthful face back too, so I'm not crusty and crumbly. Transformation. You're right. To fit with today's theme. Exactly. So.
Absolutely incredible. Okay, on that, do you have a favorite set that you ever got to be like physically that you got to interact with?
That just makes you, oh my gosh, this is fascinating.
You just couldn't stop walking around and wanting to touch it.
I have lived in.
Let's hold up some of your eyeballs.
How am I doing so far?
Look at them. They look sleepy.
Can you see? Well, they're sleepy. They're heavy lidded.
Yeah.
Because we talked about how much I like to nap.
Yeah, it's a nappy film.
Yeah. So there you go.
You're a sleepy guy.
I think that's good.
He just needs a little nap.
He just needs a little nap. That's all. But I have lived and worked and played in environments created by the most brilliant artists in the world, production designers and all that. So whether it's Star Trek Discovery and all of the space outer world kind of things we have to do, Pan's Labyrinth with its underworld. Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, there was a scene in there that took place in a troll market. And that was no CG, all practical. They built a village of vendors and salespeople and monsters crawling about.
Wow.
It was like going to Toontown. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Toontown is an excellent way to describe that. You also mentioned being on the set of Star Trek, and we have these incredible ship builds that you get to explore.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
We got a clip of you doing a sort of rally cry, sort of build-up speech.
Well, right. I was inspiring the crew in season 1. I think this episode was where our captain Lorca went off the rails, and I, as his first officer, I had to become acting captain to save the ship from his evil ways. So I think I had to rally the crew.
Great.
It is well known that my species has the ability to sense the coming of death. I do not sense it today.
Pieces, and we'll do it step by step.
Okay.
Hello! I just got told the best news ever. Doug has never used a glue gun before. This is the first time.
Right?
Hi! Right, remember the safety dance. Don't burn yourself.
I know, you're right.
So we're gonna dismantle our little eyeballs and we're gonna start.
Right.
So first things first, let's take the beautiful blue. I'm gonna take my purple. And you're just gonna do a little dot in the center.
A dab in the center.
A little dab'll do ya.
And how does the trigger make it come? Oh, there it is.
There
There's the dab.
And then you're gonna get this little spider web. Don't worry about it.
The string. Okay, just don't worry about it. Okay. I'm not
you can always peel it off.
So I want to put that on the white
put
part of the eye.
Center.
Good.
And same thing with the other side.
Another one. Okay. Another dab'll do me.
Another dab'll do ya. Right there.
Okay. Good. Got it.
Oop, I did too much. That's okay. You can always just wipe it off. And make sure to get that center. There we go.
Okay.
Ah!
Boom.
See? Attached to me. But it wasn't hot. We're good.
Those glue hairs are like, wow.
The little spider webs, the glue hairs.
Yeah,
they keep it a little spooky for us.
Yeah. Right.
And now we're gonna do a tiny dot on our pupil.
On our pupil.
Set it in the center there. And same on the other side.
Okay, that was a big sploop. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Ah, careful.
And it's really hot. I'm not kidding, nosy, no kidding.
The best thing is if you ever get a little dab on you, you just quickly go.
Yeah. Okay.
Helps it dry it.
And it rolls it up real fast.
Rolls it up real fast.
Boom. Done. Boom.
And boom. And now, the part where we glue down the eyelids.
The lids. That's going to be another trick.
So what you're going to do, I would suggest, is grab the meaty part of the lid, and you're going to take a little. See how there's just kind of already a little bit of glue.
Yeah, already on there. Just kind of maybe wipe that.
And you just kind of because we don't want too much. We just want a little bit on the inner part of the lid, the part that's going to go over the pupil.
The white or the all right.
Yes.
Over the white of the eye.
Exactly. We want the inside to have the glue.
Okay.
Because we're going to be sewing on the outside, and we don't want any of that glue to get in the way of our needle.
Yeah.
You'll be able to do it. It'll just make it a little harder.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. So, and you go along the entire length of it?
Yep.
Oh,
the
you do?
whole thing.
Okay. There goes nothing.
I believe in you. It's just you squeeze a little bit out, and then you just do a little bit of the boop, 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 boop.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Is it okay if I just dripped on your table? Is that okay?
Yes, that's what this is for. We have a worker table so that it can get messy. And then Matt comes in and vacuums it up.
Oh, good. Before the next show, right?
Exactly.
Good.
So we're going to keep gluing, and while we're doing that, we're about to start embroidering everybody. We're going to start attaching our eyeballs and making it nice and sweet. So, but we want to do our Gina's good stuff.
Uh-oh, time for the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. So we are going to be giving away this embroidery kit, which comes with this huge pack of embroidery floss and also this pack of all of the things that you could ever need. Needles, thimbles, seam rippers, and also, oh yeah, here, let me show you. We got all this, and we got all this. It comes with all of this. And so we're gonna be giving it away. It's got everything in here, including this weird little t-shirt sponge that I don't know what it's for. I don't know everything about everything either. I don't know why there's a little t-shirt sponge in here, but I kind of like it, and I want to name him George.
I'm a skinny guy. That will not fit me.
No, it's too small.
Yeah.
So if you want to win this, all you have to do is use that chat command, !good stuff. You have to be 18 years or older and living in the U.S. to be eligible, and winners will be whispered to by Crown at the end of the show, before the end of the show. So we now start doing that right now if you want to win this beautiful embroidery kit and your very own sponge, George. And we are going to finish up gluing our eyeballs and sewing them down. But we're going to take a small break.
Okay.
And don't you dare go anywhere.
Stay with us.
Stick with us, because we're going to finish our Pale Man gloves. And we're going to keep talking to Doug. Don't go anywhere. Ah!
I am the myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the island. And the island is me. I am the rage, the destruction. I am Eternum.
Eternum is me.
Hello, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are here with the legendary Doug Jones. We are making Pale Man gloves. Here they are so far. Not bad. We got the heterochromia coming up. Oh, there they are. Hi.
yeah, and I got my sleepy, red-eyed.
Wait, let's see them.
Are they working? Can you see it?
Almost.
No, it's hard to. I don't know how you did that. How do you pick those up? They're not attached yet.
It's a skill. I don't know.
So we have to attach
them. We have an Ed
Higgins
Higgins saying, "I love you, Dougie. I miss you. I'm old and I don't understand Twitch." Lots of hearts.
But you found us. Good for you.
Yay! Welcome. Hot Glue Saru coming at you.
Okay.
Dang,
Actor clown it is. That's right. Good.
Okay, are you ready? I'm gonna hand you a sharp thing.
Yes, okay.
Okay,
we did the safety dance.
We did the safety dance.
Yes, and I've done needles and thread before,
yes.
so yes.
We have a thimble if you need it.
Okay.
I might grab mine. I don't think we're going to. It's luckily knit is a very easy thing to
Doesn't have to push
through,
too
but you
hard,
might hit a patch of glue and then you just need a little help.
All right.
And we're gonna grab a embroidery floss that is closest to your lid color. Yes. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna pick up my eyeball.
Mine's right here. Did I pick out the whole?
Yeah, take the whole thing. I think
that's it.
Maybe I'll go with a little bit of the light. What do you think? Kind of close.
That's
not
kind of
bad.
good. That's good. Yeah. That's amazing.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
What do you think? Not bad. It's a little lighter, but I think the contrast will be kind of fun.
And I think I found the right red. It's got the right orange to it, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. You think it's good? Did I do good? Did I do good?
Yeah, you did great. So we're gonna unwind it a little bit.
Okay.
So I'd say, yeah, about there. Because it's okay if we have a little extra.
Okay.
And we're gonna snip it. Boop. And then the fun thing about embroidery floss is it's a set of 6 strands. So you can make it thinner or keep it as thick. And we're actually going to remove 2 strands.
Oh, we are?
We're
to make it thinner?
A little thinner.
Oh, dear.
It'll help keep because felt is a little, it can be unstable if you're poking too many holes in it. And we want to make sure that we're not disturbing the felt too much while we're doing this.
Right.
So, while you and I are peeling this thread, we discussed a little bit that you and I...
Like that?
Exactly like that. Here, what I can do is help. See, watch. What we do is we hold onto this and pull, and look at how quick it goes away.
Oh, wow.
I usually stick the tail in my mouth when I'm pulling the string, but we don't have to do that on camera.
I wouldn't my wingspan, though. I got, right?
Exactly. Would you be so kind as to be my tether, Doug?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Ta-da.
Look at how quick it goes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Beep, beep, beep.
Go.
Oh, pull.
Oh. It's good. You get it.
That's all right. We'll snip it.
Yeah.
And we'll throw that. We don't need it anymore. So you and I are a little tender-hearted, and you are very famous for playing a lot of very spooky characters and a lot of very scary, creepy, and all things spooky.
Right.
But we are a little more on the spoopy side.
Which is a word I learned from you.
Yeah, I'm so happy about it.
Yeah. But it's a concept that I've been living for a while.
Now that you know, would you like to explain what spoopy is for everyone?
Well, it's like the kid-friendly, family-friendly, lighthearted, fluffy spooky.
Yeah.
So it's like the movie Hocus Pocus would fit into the spoopy category, right?
It would
Does that
be
sound right?
absolutely the spoopy category.
Aw, see the love.
All the love.
Now, I don't know how I can't thread this.
Oh, would you like some help?
I would like some help.
There is a needle threader in here.
Because it's just thick enough. And
I know.
This eye hole. And I'm
here
just
we go.
old
So
enough
look,
that my eyes are doing the
we've
thing.
got this handy dandy needle threader.
Okay.
Have you ever used one of these?
Never used one of these ever before
Great.
either.
So what you do is you take this little guy. It's got this little teeny tiny wire on the end that's very, oh yeah, there you can see it.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fish that through the hole, whoop, just like that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna place the thread through the hole.
Okay, is it, well, you know, of course I can't.
Yeah.
I can't see the
Oh,
wires.
you
I'm
did
sorry.
it.
Did I,
There we
did I do
go.
it?
Perfect.
Wait. There.
Yep. Pull it through.
Pull it through. How far? Just like.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then grab the needle and hold on to this thread so that it doesn't go anywhere.
And then lift this
and
off.
You're gonna pull it out.
Or
yeah.
pull. Wait. What's it stuck
You're
on?
good. No, it's got to work through the thread a little bit, so it just takes a little bit.
Wait, it wants to come up this way? Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
There you
okay.
go.
Oh, but
and
then.
pull till this tail is all the way through the loop.
Okay. Through the loop of the
Keep going,
needle.
keep going.
There
There you go.
Okay, now I got it, right?
And
Is
there
that
you
it?
go. And then you just take it out of the needle threader.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Teaching me stuff.
That's what the show's all about.
Well, that's awesome.
Good at spoop, as Jody Hauser would say.
Well, you're good at Spoopy. That's
I
what
am good at Spoopy.
that we just learned. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I would say what we're doing here is a little Spoopy.
This is absolutely. I catered this Spoopy. So we're gonna throw a little poll up. I want to see everyone out there. Are you more spooky inclined or are you more spoopy inclined? So let's find out right now. If you're spooky and can handle very scary things and all things horror, spam A for spooky. And if you're a little more tender like us, you spam B for spoopy.
Yeah,
You got 30 seconds on the clock and let's find out. Okay. Now, take your embroidery hoop.
Ooh, your hoop, yes.
We're gonna undo the little thing a little bit just to give it a little bit of space so we can take out the two embroidery hoops. The one without the pin on top, we're going to insert it into the glove.
Okay.
Roughly where our palm will be.
Okay.
And this is a great tool. It helps just stabilize the palm where we're going to be embroidering.
Right.
And then once it's in there, you take the one that has the pin. Apologies, Michael. I'll hold it down here. If we want to do a close-up. And then basically we push it down.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Onto
I did it.
the thing, and then you have this incredible pre-taught surface to work with.
And then do you screw it back tight again?
And you screw it back tight. And also, everyone in chat is a little inclined like us, and they prefer Spoopy.
There we go. We got the Spoopy.
We got the Spoopy win.
That's like me and my fluffy Christmas movies. That's like that's what I retreat when I've had a full day of playing like dark things, and I'm a demon licking your face, and it's nice for me to go home and turn on something lighthearted. I don't have to think about. I don't have to get
We love that.
Happy endings where people are happy and content with their lives at the end of the movie or
You and
TV show.
I are big Hallmark movie lovers.
I love the Hallmark Channel, I know. And Christmas time, they do 24/7 Christmas movies, and I've seen them all.
All of them, multiple times.
And I know the plot even of the new ones, because,
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, there was one that Alicia Witt did years ago where she mistakenly went to the wrong house. She was going to visit her fiance's parents.
Yes.
And she ended up at the wrong house, because the same last name.
Oh.
She met his brother at an airport and
Falls in love with the brother.
And fell in love with the brother. No!
I love it when they're predictable.
I know. Oh,
It makes me so happy.
Kind of precious.
Again, because romance.
Come on now.
Just a good love story.
Nothing wrong with love, right?
Speaking of a good love story,
Yeah.
you have quite a lovely, beautiful family.
I do.
We got some pictures of your beautiful family.
Oh,
Miss
yes.
Lori and your daughter.
Yes, and there we are at Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, that's us.
Speaking of Christmas.
That's us decorating Christmas cookies. And that would be Mrs. Lori, but the blonde hair. The auburn-haired girl is our daughter Natisha, and son-in-law Galen. Precious loves. Natisha Anderson is now she's not a conventional daughter. We acquired her via a chosen family. Mrs. Lori and I were
family.
I know, right? It's what you make it. And
absolutely.
Mrs. Lori and I were unable to have kids of our own, and so there she is on Father's Day, giving me a super dad shirt. I know. And so when we found out we couldn't have kids of our own, we started, meeting lots of young people who were young enough to be our kids. But and she was one. We called them our puppies. And she was a puppy who became more like a daughter very quickly. And so here we are 20 years later, and she's now she's married to Galen and given birth to a little grandbaby that we just love dearly.
There you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Baby.
Look at that. Oh, I just want to just take bites out of him. Yeah, you know. Yeah, our little elf, our little Christmas elf.
Sweet.
Isn't he precious? I know. I know.
And he also, sweet little baby's quite the artist.
Well, his mama's an artist, you see. Well, that's why the sweater.
Oh, wait,
there you go.
we got the art.
Okay, so that's a painting he did. Natisha put a bunch of paint on a canvas and let him swirl around in it. So that's baby art.
That's some good baby art.
I love that. And there's one for Mama Lori. Mrs. Lori got
which I think looks like a beautiful sunset.
That looks like a sunset, right? Yeah. She got hers first, and I said, hey, I want one of those in blue. So that's how it happened.
I love it. Okay, very quickly, I want to help you.
Yeah, you help me. Am I trying to get my needle in through here and just get it up?
Yes. So
and
what we're going to do is I'll hold this, and what you're going to want to do is you can kind of pop it anywhere along the rim, but you just want... Oh, pardon me, I got a hiccup.
Well.
All you want to do is get the needle just a little bit next to the eyelid, because we're going to be doing just an in and out circle rope stitch is all we're going to be doing.
All the way around the eye.
All the way around the eye. And I'll show a bit of an example here since I'm starting on the bottom.
Okay.
So we've got this, and since we are doing it a little bit different than traditional embroidery, since we're going to be, there is a back already, as opposed to when you're sort of embroidering a flat piece. We're going to just in and out, grab a little bit of the eyelid. Let's see if I can do this. Grab a little bit of the eyelid, and then fish it out right there, and pull it through, and then you're just gonna keep doing that. You're just gonna fish it through the eyelid, and then
do I need to knot the end of this so it catches?
Oh yes.
Do I need to?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You're right. I missed a step.
Oh
My
no!
apologies.
I said no. But I was kept pulling
okay.
it.
So here's the other thing that we can do. I'll show you on this little piece. So this is my trick that my mom taught me.
To knot?
Yeah, this is my mom in chat. She's in there, Baby Kanga.
Aww.
She also loves Hallmark movies.
Oh, thank you,
So
Mom.
I like to, you kind of go, you wet your finger, you take the end of your string, and you wrap it a couple of times, and then you kind of like shimmy it, you kind of like roll it off your finger until you have this little loop. You roll it off your finger, and then you take the ends of your finger, you pinch, you pull down, and you have a knot.
Sure do.
Sure
Wow.
do. Super easy.
Mom, thank you for that. That's awesome. That was so fast.
Yeah, super fast.
Oh, wow.
And then this is the part where we just sew around the whole thing. Oh, what happened?
I pulled it right off.
Oh, don't worry. We've got the threader. We've got the threader.
I need the threader back. Okay, sorry.
All right. Well, while you're threading, we've got another giveaway for everybody.
Oh, we do.
So we've got time.
Yay, it's exciting.
So it's that time again. Is Gina's good stuff? It keeps getting weirder every time I say it. Gina's good stuff. This time, I have discovered my new love of acrylic art pours, which is acrylic art that has been added to a medium, a flow medium, which allows it to sort of bleed across surfaces in this very lovely, organic, sort of marbly way. So we're going to give away one of those kits. So if you would like to get one of your own, we had an episode where we did it with the Todd Stashwick, and talked all things D&D. And
oh, I love Todd Stashwick.
Yes, what a lovely name,
Yeah, you're
right?
You were friends from way back.
Yeah, so he and I made those, and we're going to give away one of those sets. So all you have to do is use that exclamation point good stuff, and one lucky person is going to win that kit. And, I ran into some glue, which is why So right now, everybody, we're going to need to do that. So you have to be 18 years or older and living in the U.S. to be eligible, and winners will be whispered to by the end of chat. So all you have to do right now to win that kit is spam exclamation point good stuff, which is over in the corner.
Okay, now you taught me how to do this once before.
I did.
I put the thread through that, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
No, not through that.
You put the needle,
through
the tip. And here, wait. Pop, pop, pop. So the needle gets fished through the eye.
Oh, it does.
Or the needle threader gets fished through the eye.
Oh dear, see, this is the problem.
There you go.
Did it go?
Did it go?
No.
Nope, almost.
This is the...
I can help you with this part if you need.
Oh, there it is. Did I get it? I got it.
And then the thread.
Okay, I just couldn't remember the steps. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry,
wait, the camera's following you because everyone at home is also going to try.
Okay. Right. And then I want to get this.
And then you pull through. There you go.
There it is.
It's just kind of...
Until the one end comes out, and then I do that. Okay,
exactly.
Right, okay.
It's a little, like a pimple pop.
That's right. Pop. Which we decided we love.
We do. And you know what else I love? Your incredible sweater.
Thank you. Well, it's kind of in the same vein of what we're doing right now, isn't it?
Yes. I'm so happy you wore it.
Thank you. Me too. This is daughter Natisha does. I got the sweater from a thrift shop, and I was wearing a red sweater. I kind of going with that Mr. Rogers vibe, which I love.
Yes.
And so every Christmas, she has been making me new patches to put on it that are indicative of something in my life or something that I love. And so it started with the puppies. Remember, we called these young people puppies. So this was the first patch, the puppy patch. Then the next year, the puppy farting, because we talk about farts a lot. Well, and lots of text messages with "love you till you fart." So the puppy farting with hearts. It's love farts, right?
Love farts.
Yeah. And then I also love dolphins and angels, so she made me a little dolphin angel. And this is indicative of her wacky mind. This is a patch of the sweater that I'm wearing, with all the patches on it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And then on the back.
On the back, whoa. Well, on the back we have Whitney Houston here, because I'm a big Whitney Houston fan. And up here is the patch that says, what is it, Lord
Grandpapa.
Lord Grandpapa. So when I became a grandpa, and I purchased the Lord title from Scotland, which you said you've done too.
I have.
You're a lady?
I am a lady.
And then down here I think is this is from our cookie decorating. That was I did a Christmas tree, and I put too much red glitter on it, so it looked like the tree of death. So she made me a patch of the tree of death. I just love it. So the titles, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. This is appropriate. We're on the Crown Channel because not only can you purchase titles in Scotland, but you can also do so in the Principality of Sealand, and I got a better title there. Okay,
Principality of Sealand.
Yes, I'm Duke Douglas Jones of Sealand now.
A duke.
Yeah, right? Isn't that awesome? So you can call me Your Grace Douglas.
Your Grace?
Yes. His Grace will have audience with you now.
I love it. Oh, and there is a cake that your daughter made of Sealand?
She did. Well, Sealand is a platform out in the ocean. It's a hilarious backstory. If you ever want to delve into it on the YouTube, there's a lot to watch. That's a dessert she made for my birthday. It's got Mrs. Laurie and me in the little bucket, and you have to hoist up from the ocean onto this platform. It was made by the Navy in the Second World War as an outpost, and it was abandoned after the Second World War. And it sits in no man's land in the outside British waters. So a gentleman named Roy, Prince Roy, went out and planted a flag there and said, "This is my country now." So since 1967, Sealand has been its own country, and now I am a Duke of said country, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Are you going to visit one day?
I really want to. I want to take that bucket right up from the water and get onto the platform. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm checking in with you. How's it going?
Well, my stitches are big. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm also here. Let me show you mine, and you can see that it is okay.
Yeah. Well,
they're
messy.
Okay.
Yeah, messy.
See, look. Let's do a zoom in. They're messy, and you know what? I think it adds to the Franken spoopiness.
It kind of does.
It's kind of hard to see from there. Maybe a little zoom. But look, they're not perfect. They're a little messy. We're just having fun here. We're hanging and having fun.
And I keep pulling my thread out.
Okay. So a trick is to make it a little long.
A little longer. Yeah. Well, that would be the way.
And look, you're gonna get so good at needle threading, though.
Right. Once I get this down,
exactly.
There's no stopping me.
And I will say one more note, a sort of tip and trick. is since there is a back to this, remember not to
Sew them
accidentally
together.
sew them shut. So I've been kind of keeping my hand in place as a stabilizer, and also to make sure that I'm not accidentally sewing it shut, because I did just a minute ago.
Okay.
So popping in and out. Okay. Beautiful. And bam. How you feeling? Do you have a stitch?
I have 2 stitches.
You have 2 stitches. I'm proud.
I'm 2 stitches in, so this is going great for me. I don't know about you.
The best part is if it really comes down to it, we can glue it.
That's right.
Because hot glue can go through the washing machine, everybody.
Right.
You just have it on a low heat setting.
Right. So, daughter Natisha and Mrs. Lori, my lovely wife of 38 years, are probably watching right now, and they're both crafters. Mrs. Lori actually runs her own retail store called My Heart's Cottage.
I love it.
And she everything from resold, wholesale goods to furniture that she's repainted and painted letters and flowers on or whatever.
I love it.
All right.
I have one of my most prized possessions is a a restored 1920s vanity.
Ooh, fun.
That I absolutely adore. It
Yeah.
got a fresh coat, and it's painted like this fun, kind of spooky, silvery tone. I love it so much.
Yeah.
So I would very much like your wife's store.
Okay.
And also, the store name and everything about it sounds like the protagonist in a Hallmark movie.
Right? I think that Mrs. Lori also loves the Hallmark Channel and watching those movies. And they all those movies have, someone who in the town who runs a flower shop or a bakery or a bookstore. And I think that was the dream. It's like, I want to have one of those cute little. And so she created her own little Hallmark movie that she gets to go to every day.
I love
Right?
that.
I
Make
know.
your dreams reality.
Right.
Absolutely lovely.
Speaking of art, too, I think we have a couple of pictures here, too, of artwork that the one Natisha would often ask me, like, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday? I'm like, we're getting to an age where we're downsizing. I don't want to keep a whole lot of stuff. But the one thing I wanted, since we found her as a 22-year-old and weren't able to actually raise her from childhood, I never got an imprint of a child's hand.
Oh, yes.
So I asked her, I said, I want your adult hand in clay that I can display on the wall somewhere. And so that next holiday came a handprint of Natisha.
Do we have,
Yeah, that's on the right. And on the left are the handprint and footprint of little grandbaby.
So sweet.
Yeah, and those are on Christmas ornaments. Those actually hang in a tree now.
We love a good Christmas.
I know, right?
I'm a big fan of tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes,
I'm a tchotchke fan. I love trinkets. I'm a tiny goblin. It was mentioned earlier. I have gremlins. I know I said I don't like spooky things, but I'm a big fan of gremlins.
Yeah, oh, really? Now, the movie or the animal?
But both.
Okay.
I love gremlins. I have them hanging out all over my house. They're hanging from my lights, my plants. Because I think that there's a comedic nature to a little check-in. There's one of my eyeballs. But while we're talking about sweet little ornaments and all that, chat, I want to know, do you all have your own family holiday traditions? We got Christmas cookies on your sweater.
Yeah.
My family and I, for the holidays, eat chili spaghetti. It's a beloved dinner of ours. So throw out some of your holiday, whatever holiday you may celebrate. Could be birthday, could be literally any holiday along the whole year. What are some traditions? We're gonna throw a poll, but I want to see what you all have to say. Yeah. Wholesome overload, yeah. If
the pandemic taught us anything, for me personally, it was that priorities, and where they lie. Because as an actor, you spend so much of your time pushing yourself forward. I want to be noticed. I want to get out there. I gotta and calls with your agent like, where's the opportunities? And I just like, hey, family and friends who are like family, and my faith in God, and all the things that matter in life, are what where I want to spend my time and my efforts.
Yeah.
Because one day when you're on your deathbed, what are you going to be thinking about? And is it going to be like, oh, I missed that one guest starring role on a TV show? Curses. That's not what
Sure.
I don't want to think about that. So I find that spending time with family and those who are like family are. It's really
what it's about.
Feeds my soul, absolutely.
Yes. We got some options. Light up candy canes. Oh.
Light up candy?
Chili spaghetti. Oh, we're adding chili spaghetti on there for sure. I want to know
okay.
if anyone else has eaten it. Shrimp pasta. Okay, I love when traditions are food.
Yeah, right. Of course.
They're my favorite.
Of course.
More Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
Also, #Flesh World. Cookies. Okay. Let's see. What should we populate? I think food. Let's just add food as an option.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's add food onto the poll. Let's say movies. Wrestling.
Wrestling? Holiday wrestling?
Holiday wrestling. Let's throw it on there. Holiday
I'm going to
wrestling.
slam Grandma to the ground. Okay, now I have a question for you.
Yes.
I'm at the end of I've gone all the way around. How do I finish this off?
Finished? Okay, great. So
one eye. I got to do the other eye. But...
Yes, don't worry. I'm right behind.
Okay.
I got in the groove of it, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars Christmas special.
Yes.
Let's add lights.
Lights.
Just lights in general. So whatever is bright and festive.
Yeah.
So food A, B movies, C wrestling, D lights.
Okay. What's your holiday tradition?
What's your holiday tradition? Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a traditional stitch, so just an in and out, but you're not gonna pull it all the way through. So you're just gonna go through.
Okay, back into the eyelid.
Yep, into the eyelid.
Okay, like that.
And then you're gonna pull it through almost all the way.
Almost all the way. Okay.
And then once you have a loop, you're gonna fish your needle through it.
And that creates a knot. Look at you being all smart and stuff.
I know. Sometimes I'm good at stuff.
Uh-oh.
Ding.
Hence the show.
All right, roll credits.
Ooh, look at me, I just made it, I did it. And then do I cut this off?
Poll has launched, everybody, so start adding all of your decisions. A, food, B, movies, C, wrestling, D, lights. You got 19 seconds left. Make your selection. And then Doug and I are gonna move on to our second eyeball.
Second eyeball. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. I'm moving on to that second eyeball.
Thing that's nice is I love when the show turns into even more of a tutorial than I thought. I'm so happy I got to demonstrate a handful of the tools that come in this little kit.
Yeah.
Because my mind was blown the first day I used a needle threader. And also, food won.
And food won? Oh, did it? Oh, good.
Yeah. What's your food item? Is it Christmas cookies, or do you have a favorite dinner that
any kind of sweets? This goes outside the holiday or Christmassy kind of feeling.
That's okay.
But it's the death row question.
What's your favorite food?
What would your last meal be? What would your last meal be if you had one more meal to go in your life?
Mine is chili spaghetti.
Is yours chili spaghetti too?
Yeah.
Mine would be a homemade tuna casserole by a Midwestern mom somewhere, and it has to have the potato chips crumbled on top, and mushroom soup in it, and it's just that warm feel-goods.
Absolutely. Okay, we're definitely going to make a poll of that. What is your final meal? What is your ultimate have-to-have final meal? Mine's chili spaghetti and cream soda.
And cream soda. Okay, love it.
I love a good cream soda. And yours is a delicious tuna casserole. I love tuna casserole.
Do you really? Because most people turn their nose up at that when I say,
no,
really?
I love it. I love it. What else? Let's see. Everyone, tell me in chat what you got going on. What is your final meal? Anything Mama makes, literally anything.
Oh, see, that's
I love
love.
that. Let's add that as an option. Just Mom's meal.
And I think that's why tuna casserole hits me, because it's it started as a mom's meal,
Yes.
A Midwestern mom's meal.
That's apparently chili spaghetti is also a Midwestern thing.
Well, you come from that's a Cincinnati thing, isn't it?
I have no idea. It's just the thing that my family always did.
I think Sky Himalayan
Ooh,
chili.
we got meatloaf and potatoes. Meat and potatoes. Let's add meat and potatoes to the
And
bowl.
well, meatloaf, I think specifically.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, that's a homemade nummy num.
A homemade nummy num.
You know what I mean?
Okay, we got it. We got cream soda, tuna casserole, mom meal, or meat and potatoes. Those are our options. A, cream soda, B, tuna casserole, C, mom meal, or D, meatloaf and potatoes. All right,
Okay.
I'm tying off my eyeball. You already started? I'm so proud of you. Look at you.
Wow.
You just have that confidence now.
No, I wouldn't call it that. I would call it shoddy work.
No, not shoddy.
Oh, a little bit. And I pulled my thread out again, but look at me. I'm just
All right, pulls live, everybody. Let us know.
Uh-oh,
Ooh,
is it
not
going?
sure
Is it
about
going?
dish, but duck.
Duck. Ooh, a Christmas duck.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yummy, crispy duck.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, I got one eyeball down.
Yay!
All right, I'm starting my next one.
You go, baby.
All right, fishing through. Let's check on the poll. You got 4 seconds left.
Here goes
Ooh,
nothing. Here
we
goes
got
nothing.
mom's meal coming in hot. Mom meal wins.
Is that was that the number D? Is that D? No.
Yeah, no, that was C.
That was C. Yeah. Mom's meal.
Mom's meal. And don't forget, oh, you did, yeah, you're good. I'm gonna make a bigger knot at the back.
Yeah. No, I did the mom's trick.
I'm so
on the knot, the second knot.
You.
Oh yeah.
You're incorporating all the tips and tricks.
I don't want to forget my tricks.
I know. I'm popping in.
Because I want to be good at stuff by the time I'm done here.
You are already so good at stuff.
You're so kind.
How has, obviously you've had a very successful and long, happy life with your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
And how has your job
Well,
Ben.
this is a great question.
Yeah.
I get asked all the time when people, you've been married 38 years. What's the secret to especially a Hollywood marriage? How do you last 38 years? It's like, well, live in separate cities. Because that sounds terrible.
You're always missing each other.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well,
And you have so many stories to come home and tell.
You do, and that's the beauty of it, right? Yeah, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. I say absence makes the heart grow honest. And so if you have something with someone, you will know it when you're away from them, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, you'll know that too. So it's all...
Absolutely.
So I think that our time apart has been... We've negotiated it really well.
Yeah, honesty, communication, all of those good words.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, knowing that everybody wants to be home and come home, and that's the resting place is back home. Whatever the temporary situation is, comes to an end at some point, and we'll all be back home at some point. As long as we all know that, everybody's happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one final giveaway for our good stuff segment, everybody.
What are we giving away?
What you and I are finishing. We're giving away all 3 of the things.
What, of the
So
things?
this is the final.
Tuna casserole.
All the tuna casserole.
Wrestling.
I'm gonna come home. Doug and I are gonna cook for you. So no, what you're gonna win is the lovely glue gun, the embroidery kit, and the acrylic pour kit. This is what you are entering for right now. All you're gonna do is use that ! good stuff. And 18 years or older, living in the US, everybody, you know the drill. And winners will be whispered to before the end of the show. In chat.
Whispered to? How do we whisper on the line like the kids are you saying?
I don't. You got. It's a message. I think it's a poke.
message.
It's
a quiet message.
It's a quiet
Okay,
message.
we're whispering.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we're gonna keep. Oh, I'm so close to being done. How are you feeling?
I got around the corner here on my.
You got around the corner. I'm on my last lap.
Oh, you go. Oh, you're gonna be. You came up from behind and you had a good sprint at the end there.
I have to.
Yeah.
I gotta be a good example.
I know, right? Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna keep sewing, everybody, and don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're gonna show our final Pale Man inspired glove.
This is exciting.
And yeah, so please don't leave. We love you. I love you. Stay here.
Come back. Come back.
Come back.
You gotta see how awful my gloves are.
We're here for the tryouts.
I don't think you understand. This is the All-American League.
We're pretty all-American.
Who was that? I'm a pitcher, and you need me.
Everybody on the team has to have a job at the factory.
They don't get to decide if this is real or not. We do.
Let's go!
You girls traveled out of your time.
Hey! Who's there? I live here. No, I live here. That's her. Holy shit. Future me will know how to get us home.
You don't know who you're about to become.
You have no idea what's at stake here.
Yeah, it's the fate of humanity. I get it.
Hello, welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo. We have been listening to the stories and life and love lessons of Doug Jones, and we are 1 second away from completing our Pale Man gloves.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready to reveal our beautiful things?
Well, I just need to knot my last thing here.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, did you lose it?
I lost it again. That's the problem. Yeah, I gotta keep. I have threaded this thing so many times. If I forget how to use a threader from now,
You mustn't.
Oh, I bent it. I bent it funny.
Oh, that's
sorry.
okay. It happens.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. No stress.
I think I bent my needle too. How did I do that? How did I do that?
It happens. They're tiny, flimsy things.
Oh, wow, okay. All right.
So one last,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're good to go. I'm gonna knot mine and take out my hoops, and then you and I are gonna reveal.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I'm popping off my hoop. I'm taking out my thing. Oh.
Sounds like there should be a pill for that. I'm popping off my hoop. Okay. Here goes.
And I'm taking off my other one, and I'm putting them on. I'm taking off my thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Undo. Popping it off.
Oh, it's so cute.
Popping it out.
Oh, I get a little preview.
Okay. Whew.
Oh.
And here. Oh.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Uh-oh. Hang on.
Don't worry. I'll stall.
Let me join you.
It has been an absolute joy.
This has been so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely divine.
Unlike any show I've ever been a guest on before in my life. I would have to say that, yes.
I love that. Okay.
Oh dear.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
We did it.
We did it.
Did we acquire the Spoopy?
We did. Now, speaking of these spookies, we have a segment called the Frankencraft,
yes.
which is basically at the end of my series this season. I've been taking materials, ideas, and things from all of my wonderful guests,
right.
and I'm gonna have to merge them into
a thing,
a cursed item.
Okay.
And so my question to you.
Yes.
What are you adding to this list? We've got metal, framed music, water, plushie, vinyl record, braid, miniatures, wearable, neon. And your choices are what, good sir?
Yeah, you gave me two things. You want two things from me?
Two things,
That's
and
right.
the audience is going to vote on
which one. Okay. I would like to infuse either fear or teeth.
Fear or teeth, everybody. Those are your options. What am I adding to my Frankencraft?
Or teeth and fear.
Teeth and fear, A and B.
A and B.
So,
teeth and fear.
A for teeth, B for fear.
For fear. There you go.
Those are your options right now. Spam them in chat. A, teeth, B, fear. I love the concept of fear in this
in a craft.
I think it's perfect.
Well, I think this one kind of
perfect.
Kind of builds.
What do you think of them? They're kind of fun.
They're kind of fun. I got my one. I didn't realize, and I got it a little bit off center.
Oh, that's okay.
But that's okay, right?
That's okay, because
It's
they're
okay.
bloods. You just wiggle them to the other side.
Just wiggle them.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, you got 11 seconds left. Beep, beep, beep.
What's it gonna be?
What do we got?
What's it gonna be?
Look at that. It almost looks like one's about to wink.
It is. Yeah, right. He's
It is a
little off. Yeah, he's kind of. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, all right. Sweet Doug.
Yes, love.
Fear has won.
Fear won.
Fear won.
That's
We
what
are
you
having
wanted.
Fear. It is the one I wanted.
Yay.
It has been an absolute joy having you on the show. Truly an honor.
Oh, watch the eyes.
Oh, you touched eyeballs. And if you would be so kind, can we recreate that photo?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll do this side by side so we can see and recreate
Right.
it.
Where's the picture? Yes,
I don't know,
of
let's
us
see, let's
from
wait.
before.
I think I might be on.
Was I?
There it is. Okay, wait.
I'm over here.
Oh, wait.
No. I'm here. I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here. Oh, here we are. Here.
Wait.
No,
Which
yeah.
way?
Are we doing
This way.
Are we doing?
No, this way.
Oh, you know what? Here. This way.
No, wait.
It's this way. It's this way.
You're right.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
ready.
Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
2, 3.
Do we get it?
Yes, we got it.
We got it.
Thank you so much.
You are adorable. Don't ever
Thank
change.
you. Likewise.
Oh.
But do keep changing because our theme is
Transformation. Yes.
Where'd that graphic go? It was
a graphic.
There it is.
Transformation. Yes.
All right, and if you at home would love to make these beautiful things, we've got a Halloween spooky season coming up, or spoopy season.
Uh-oh.
There's that QR code right there, and you can make these at home. Please give so much love to Doug in chat. Please tell, just absolutely divine human being. You can follow him on @ActorDougJones everywhere. You all know him, you love him. Go support him. Tell him how great he is, because he is great. And I mentioned a little bit earlier that we have a very fun giveaway from the incredible Sam DeLev, who has stayed around and hung out with us in chat. So basically, Sam has collaborated with Monty Cook Games. And Monty Cook Games is a publisher of the sci fantasy setting Numenera, and it's a game engine, basically cipher system, which prioritizes the narrative storytelling over super crunchy mechanics. And the bundle that we're going to be giving away is the Cypher Superhero Bundle, which includes the Cypher System Rulebook and 3 supplements, Unmasked, Claim the Sky, and The Origin. So if you want to get your hands on this incredible book set, all you have to do is use that exclamation point SDL, that's Sam D. Lev, for your chance to enter to win. It's the same set that we've used many times in Sam's and I's careers as interpreter performers. And don't forget that giveaway is happening right now, so I better start seeing them flood chat. For your chance to win, you have to be 18 years or older and living in the U.S. to be eligible, and make sure to respond to those whispers within 24 hours before the end of the show, or after the end of the show, so that we can get you your prizes and say a lovely thank you. And don't forget, this is the final episode before our finale, so you got to get those hashtags I got good in so that you can be entered to win our giant giveaway bundle, the huge crafting armoire full of crafting supplies for you or someone you love, the maker in your life. If you've been looking for a way to have a fun, creative space, this is your chance. So all you have to do is use that hashtag I got good. The 2 ways to enter is post a craft that you've been working on, or 2, post a craft that we have done on the show, like these fun Pale Man gloves. And there's a maximum of 2 entries per person, once per kind of post. And the winners are going to be announced on our last episode, which is next Tuesday, August 30th. So be there so we can give it away. I was going to say give you away. You're not the prize, except you kind of are, a little bit in my heart. So I'm going to remind you again, we are giving away a huge crafting armoire. There it is. It's going to be filled with crafting supplies and probably a handful of big ticket crafting items. Maybe some stuff we've used on the show before. So don't forget to enter. It's going to be announced next week, so it's the last chance that you're going to get. And don't forget, not only do we have our show, but we have so many other shows here on the Crown Channel. Every Wednesday, we've got Fight Night with Chelsea, Bites, and Action Jackson. And on Thursdays, Spotlight with host Cup of Noodle. And Fridays, Just Chatting with host Blizz Bear. Now, all the shows, not just chatting. My brain, not just chatting. There is chatting, but it's not just chatting. And all the shows here on Crown Channel are from 4 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. We like to make it easy so you know when you can come and get all the fun goodies here on the Crown Channel. Now, before I tell you all about next week's guests, I would love to tell you about what's coming up next. So we have our season finale next week, and we won't be back until November for season 2. So on Tuesdays here at Crown, we like to keep Tuesdays all about creation and conversation. So what better way to keep the theme going than by having a brand new show that is all about bringing on guests, hearing their stories, and with the help of chat, getting to design 3 dishes, so food that is catered to the life of the guest. We love food. We love creating with food. We saw the Sealand picture earlier. So the brand new show right here, same time slot, same place, is Mixed Plate with host Andy. Andy Lanique is going to be the host. And speaking of, we are going to be having Andy on next week as our special call-in guest to talk all things Mixed Plate. We want to hear about this beautiful show. We want to hear how they're going to tell stories through food and creating and telling stories through a yummy stomach, and having guests on each week and celebrating them. And in addition to talking to Chef Andy, we are also talking with Marcel, aka Basically I Do Work. Okay, lovely. And we are doing something a little bit special, a little bit different for our finale. We are doing an ultimate try-craft-along. So Marcel and I are going to be competing in a handful of small crafting challenges because Marcel loves all things competitive, and we're gonna make an epic try-craft-along. So you do not want to miss it. That's next week. That's our finale. I love you. Thank you for being here. The biggest shout out and love to both Doug Jones and Sam DeLev. Thank you for being here. This has been Good at Stuff. I've been your host, Gina DeVivo. I can't wait to see you next week. Same time, same place, same me. Bye-bye.